Talos Lobby, or is it Talos 1?
I think it's Talos 1 or...
I didn't know if it was
Talos
that.
1 or Talos 1.
One of those division brackets.
This is Prey.
Is this related to the Predator Prey?
No, this actually came out 5 years before that did.
Okay.
This is kind of, sort of, not really System Shock 3.
Oh.
There are probably people that would not be happy with that. I'm not starting at the beginning of this game. I'm just starting from wherever I was. Bretsky and I are just going to hang out. We're going to play a little bit of this and just sort of talk through it.
It does kind of look like a Bioshock-y-and kind of thing.
So the whole thing is you play as Morgan Yu. You can either be the woman or the male version. I always pick the woman. The idea is that you wake up and you realize that you are, in fact, not on Earth. You're on a space station, and everything has gone to absolute hell. These kind of sort of alien creatures have taken over everything. There's a handful of people that are trying to survive, but you're trying to piece together your memories, trying to figure out what's real and what isn't, who's lying, who isn't, and also figure out what you're going to do with the space colony. Because, like your non-self, that was your real self that recorded a message to you basically saying, like, hey, you're going to have to blow up this whole thing because these aliens can't make it to Earth or else they will literally take over everything. Because the whole bit is that they're called mimics, and they literally can mimic any kind of object, and that's like the whole thing in this game. You got to watch out because, like, even the most basic things, like this photo or this plant, they could be a mimic, and they'll jump out and they'll get you and they'll kill you. Unfortunately, I'm kind of in a little bit of a boring story part, so we're going to get through this as quickly as possible, and then I'll go hunt some aliens. It's got the space age thing though, because there's these things called neuromods, and so like you can expand your like physical attributes, hacking, that sort of thing. But eventually you can also get like alien powers if you want to, but the downside to those is that the security systems within the actual space station that are still up will go after you because they'll read you as Typhoon, because that's what the aliens are called. They're the Typhoon. They're not really like sentient aliens per se. They're just like an organism that like takes over things and feeds and like doesn't necessarily know what it's doing. Oh yeah. Okay. Yay.
Was that a Kodak?
That is the neuromod, which you literally take. So they're essentially something that you quite literally shove into your eye. It goes into your brain and then unlocks like a new skill in your brain. Like people will take them and the next day they're able to play piano like Mozart.
Oh, okay.
And different skills like that. Like within the game,
download your skills.
Literally, it's literally what it is.
It's like Keanu knowing kung fu.
It's pretty cool.
You just downloaded software. Oh, sure.
And then you have this fun little jetpack. Oh yeah, and then there's so these big guys.
So is that a Typhoon?
So yeah, they. Oh, I died.
Oh,
damn, cool.
He got you.
Yeah, he got. So the idea is that they will take people over, and then okay. Thank you. Give me the neuromod.
Give me the neuromod.
I guess I got it already.
I need the continuum transfunctioner to send you back to Hoboken, New Jersey.
That and that and that and that.
We got a Georgie. He's running around, fucking up everything in his path.
The George is on.
The George is on. He's on the street.
Oh, so see.
So that stool is. He's a mimic.
Oh, you got me. Yeah,
that's sick.
Yeah, no, I honestly, woo!
Oh my god.
I really love this game.
Oh god, he's on X Games mode.
He on S Games mode. It's a shame though, because the studio that made this is the same studio. Ooh, they're going everywhere. Blew them up. The studio that made this though, it's Arcane Studios, and
Why do I know that name?
because unfortunately, the game that they made after this. There might have been something after this, but the last game that they made was Redfall, which was that really bad vampire game. And it's very much a game that seems like the people that worked on it really didn't want to make it, which sucks because it flopped and now the studio's gone. So instead of them getting to make actually like cool shit like this, they're just gone because they had one bad game that they did not want to make. It was clearly like one of those things where I shouldn't say clearly because I don't know for sure, but the impression that I got from everything I saw with the game and from like impressions of people that played it, it seemed to be something that they didn't necessarily get a lot of creative input on. It was someone very uncreative saying, you're going to make this and it will be successful.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and it sucks because this is the stark opposite of that. A lot of love was put into this game.
And that's the impression that you get.
Have you ever played a game you liked so much, but then the studio got shut down? Were they owned by Microsoft, or was it Tencent or someone else? No. No, never play video games. This hobby's too expensive. Nintendo wants $500 for the new Mario Kart. Never play video games. This hobby fucking sucks. Have you talked to a gamer? Cause it's the impression that I get.
That's good.
I'm pretty proud about that one. See, I said this game would easily be talked through. I don't have to pay that much
Dude,
attention.
you hacked the mainframe, cuz.
Nobody worry too much about how I'm going to quick save a ton. Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. Oh, God.
Whoa!
Oh, God. Oh, he's slow-mo, man. Slow-mo.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. So, like, the only non-alien power that you can use is this bullet time thing. And
Gotta have bullet time, man.
well, it's like
Gotta have bullet time.
it's so overpowered.
It seemed like it.
It's really overpowered. Like, yeah, and you can upgrade it so that, like, I have the lowest version of it right now. You can upgrade it so that you move faster and then eventually make it last longer, and then you can hit a point where it lasts longer and then your movement's not inhibited at all. It's just everything else. But these things can also kill you really fast, so it kind of helps to have something to even the field. And it's also early enough. And one of those kinds of things where, like, if you don't know about it and you don't explore the powers, you kind of won't, like, realize it as much.
Yeah.
And I'm not playing on, like, a super high difficulty either. I think I'm just playing on normal mode. It's one of those things where this is one of those games for me where I play through it, or at least some of it, like, just about once a year since I tried it. And it just sort of comes at random times where I'll be like, man, I don't know what sounds good. And then something in the back of my head is just like, you know what sounds good. It's Prey.
You know what you need.
Because you don't want to play System Shock right now because that fucking beautiful, beautiful remake or remaster or whatever the fuck they're going to call it is coming out in June of System Shock 2. And I can't wait for that. I didn't think they were actually going to finally finish it because they haven't said shit about it in like 5 years other than it's coming, we promise. It's like, is it though? Shit! Fuck. I don't think I saved before I killed those two phantoms either.
No life signs. No signs of life.
Oh, I did. Or I got an autosave. That works. Okay, well, there's nothing in that bathroom, so I'm not too worried about it.
So this you're on a space station, but I guess it's like built like a fucking huge ass business tower /
Oh yeah, because there's living quarters. In fact, let me see if there's like a little map or something.
Yeah.
Not just the one in my inventory, but
yeah, this is very much like a New York fucking skyscraper where it's like multi floors. A lot of it business oriented. Some of it living quarters.
There's living quarters. There actually is a couple little like entertainment quarters.
Markets.
Where they have like a theater.
Yeah.
The one kind of cool thing, and I don't think we're there yet. But the one area that I do, yeah, okay, we're not. So there's the I'm gonna say it wrong. Arboretum. Yeah. It's literally like a forest that they have at the very top, so like you can see space, but then it also has like all these nice plants and stuff. And
cool.
It's really cool. And then you also go outside of it sometimes, and you're floating around in 0G, and you can go in like any
sick.
sort of direction and stuff. And it's.
Oh, were you looking? Turn around if you don't mind. Is that just the vastness of space?
Yeah.
Sick.
And the moon.
Oh, that's the moon.
And then, right, so this is like the very first, you come out from those steps down there, and when you do, I've already gone to it, but that part blows out.
Yeah.
And that's like the first spot that you go to for space.
Oh, okay.
Because there's like a lab that you have to get into that's in there.
Nice.
Yeah, this, if, in my opinion, if you like, if you liked System Shock or System Shock 2, and you're not someone that's going to get all weird because this is still different, you're going to dig this. And if you liked BioShock, especially 1 or 2, you're really going to dig this, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have Hacking 2 yet. I don't have Hacking 2 yet.
Boo-doo-doo.
There is a... Yep, there he is. Oh, boy.
Disintegrate.
Got close. That got a little dicey. And I'm also going to admit, I am, like, not... So this is an immersive sim. I've talked a little bit about these before, where the idea is that, like, there's a path, there's a story, there's a way that it wants you to go, but there's not one specific way it wants you to do it. And that's what's, like, these... I really love iSims, especially when they're not... Because, like, a lot of them... tend to be in the kind of like medieval, you know, like fantasy setting, and it's okay. But when it's like either steampunk, like your BioShocks, or space, like this Deus Ex. Well, Deus Ex isn't space; that's cyberpunk. But like either like a cyberpunk sci-fi space twist on it. So it's like System Shock or Deus Ex or this. I eat that shit up. It was one of those things that I didn't know I liked until I started playing System Shock, and then I was like, oh, this is actually cool. Good example in particular, right, is, so I have all these different guns and these different weapons and stuff. One of the things that I have is a literal Nerf gun. It doesn't hurt anything, but the key is that everything here is like a new Space AG touchscreen, and you don't have to actually be in front of the screen to touch it. In fact, this is a pretty... actually, there might not be... going to say this could be a good example, but I don't think I can get to it. So normally, actually, let me see. Oh, perfect fucking example. Okay, so 2 ways that I could get in here. If I had hacking 2, I could just hack this door open, right? Instead, we're going to bust this window, and then we're going to take my little bowcaster. And I just unlocked the door with my Nerf gun.
Nice.
So, like, that's the kind of shit that I love with these iSims, where it's like, yeah, there's a way that you can get in there, but there's also other ways that you can get in there.
Mm-hmm.
What perfect fucking timing. I really...
That was really well done.
Yeah, I did not intend for that to happen at all, but I'm really glad it did. Damn. Oh, yeah.
Sometimes fate works out.
I love it when a plan comes together. And so
it's like a peanut butter and jelly or a marshmallow and chocolate. You just smush that shit together and it's fucking amazing.
What I love is that, like, you already have, like, your weapons. So, like, what's the point in picking up another one that you already have? Well, you can also craft, I guess.
Fuse it together and make double gun.
Actually, I wish.
Oh.
Not quite, but I wish. But what you can do, you have your inventory here, and you can pick up junk and stuff, and these you can use to craft new stuff. So if you grab, like, a gun, whenever you get rid of it, those spare parts down there, you can get all that and then use it to make, like, bullets and stuff. So it makes sense to pick up extras of your gun to eventually get rid of. And this game doesn't have, at least by default, there might be, like, an expert or hard mode that I haven't messed with that does. But it doesn't have, like, weapon degradation by default. So it's not like, you know, this gun will break, so I'm going to need to have another one. I'm going to go ahead and quick save right here because this is usually a spot that I get tripped up on. That would be why.
So you've completed this game.
Oh, yeah,
before.
a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really, really like it. And I really wish corporate meddling hadn't killed Arcane Studios, because I feel like they still had a lot of gas. And I haven't even played their entire library either, because I don't remember if these are the same folks behind Thief. I don't think so, but
would you consider them an indie studio or
nah?
Oh, okay.
Well, nah.
But not AAA.
Like by the end they were owned by Microsoft, and they, like, Redfall was supposed to be kind of a AAA game. This was kind of supposed to be a AAA game, but unfortunately didn't quite work out that way. Ew.
Oh, great.
Yeah, that's gravity.
You gotta flush.
Yeah.
You gotta flush twice sometimes.
You just gotta go. You gotta do your gabagoo.
You gabagoo.
Gabagoo. Then I woke up the next day and got some gabagoo. Get away. Get away. Get away. Get away. Yeah, you get, like, different grenades and stuff. The one that I haven't gotten yet that I really, really love is the... that's just a Typhoon lure. It just makes them, like, not attack you for a little bit, because there's a bunch of these stupid mimics down here. One of the things that you get that I love, though, is called, and I think I might get it here. There we go. I got the Psycho Skull. Yeah, you put this on and you can analyze things. It'll have me do it here in a minute. And also, yeah, we'll do that. So, you get a chip now, so if I keep this on, if a mimic is hiding, I'll actually be able to see it, but I can't, like, shoot or anything when I have it on, so it's not like you can just sit there and be like, I win the whole game, even though it kind of looks annoying now. Yeah, the thing that you get though is called the recycler.
Mm-hmm.
And when you throw it, it makes like a mini black hole that sucks everything in, including like everything in here.
Oh, nice.
Not like everything here, but like all this loose stuff you could get rid of. Like these big things that say cargo with one of those recyclers. And I also... Alright, this is the other thing that it can do. Kind of like Metroid Prime, you scan them. And when you scan enough of them, one, it will tell you where they're at all times. And two, when you've scanned enough of them, you get damage bonuses against the different enemies that you fight.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I also like love using the recycler on like groups of enemies and stuff, just watching them all get sucked in, and it just whoosh, shoots everything out.
Oh, you were decontaminating. Decontamination
Wait.
complete.
I just saw science operator. Was that down here? Oh, perfect.
No need to ask, he's a science operator. Science operator. Floating round and telling you crucial points of the game.
Oh, wait a minute. It did do that already. Okay. That's where the... Yeah. So, there's those little operators flying around that, like, they can give you health, they can fix your suit, and they'll give you the mental thing back.
It's windy.
I just fucking realized what...
That's what it sounded like you were humming. Yeah.
Body chase haze. Everyone knows that's when.
And Wendy has stormy eyes.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. When the radio station in town, for the longest time, our format was oldies, and that was another one of those songs that I heard all the fucking time when I was working up there.
Was that like food or something you just got there?
Oh, so that was the recycling thing that I was talking about, where I got more of those materials.
Oh, got it.
So I got rid of those like guns and stuff that I was picking up, and then here is where, I guess it's technically not crafting, it's fabricating. So you can get shit.
The fabricator.
You can get fucking killed when your back's turned to it by a stupid mimic. There's probably a better use. And I should probably save some of this up. Like, I should probably use med kits, and I should probably whatever.
The glue canister.
Nah, we're just gonna
Please
get more
wait.
bullets.
Pick up item.
Oh, I guess that's all we're gonna get. That's fine.
Be sure to upgrade your wrench.
Get the hell. Get in there. What the hell?
You're too big. You gotta squish down a little bit more.
What the fuck? Why isn't it letting me in? Oh. I was genuinely stuck there for a sec. Okay, now? Dude. That was
interesting.
Odd. Okay. Anyway.
Oh, now you gotta turn the power off.
Yeah, I had to turn it off because this thing's all screwed up. I don't have the high enough repair, but do I have...
Can you hit it with a wrench? Eat a banana?
Eat a banana. I'm a banana.
Oh.
I'm a banana.
Banana. DK. Suck
There
my
we
dick.
go. Now I can turn the power back on.
Yes, indeed. The whole, grimness of the future thing is making me think of, we ended up we just kind of laid low last night.
Yeah.
And we watched. Rachel picked because I was just kind of out of it. I was like, whatever you pick, I probably won't stay awake for, but I did stay awake. She ended up watching 2 episodes of the new season of Black Mirror. I think it just dropped recently.
Oh yeah.
And the first one was interesting because it's this idea that I've definitely. I don't think it's that unique in terms of like whatever, but I liked the execution of it. But the idea of advertisements being inside of your fucking brain.
Oh, I saw the trailer for that one.
Yeah. So she like has this life-threatening. It's Rashida Jones and Chris O'Dowd, and she has like a life-threatening thing. She's completely unconscious, but then they're like, "Well, we do have this experimental thing. Or, you know, it's new, but we're basically gonna like, you know, eliminate the thing in her brain, but we then have to support her by implementing this basically like software as a service, like brain saving thing or whatever technology. But it's a subscription, so they have to pay $300 a month to keep her alive, essentially. And then like after a little bit of time passes, she starts like just subliminally saying advertisements, but she kind of like blacks out when it happens.
Yeah.
So she has no idea it's happening. And it starts off innocently enough where like she's at school and talking about like bees and honey and stuff, and she's like talks about like this cereal it's like a honey nuggets or something is what they called it. And then everybody's like, because they're kids, they don't really know. They're just like,
right.
Oh, yeah, cool. And then like her and Chris O'Dowd are fucking, and then she's, you know, in the mood or whatever, and she starts talking about like this lube. So she does an ad read for like this lube or whatever. And he's like, do you need some? She's like, need what? Some lube. We're talking about lube. And she's like, no, I'm fine. And he's like, then why did you just say that? All right, well, kind of a fucking boner killer, but whatever. And it gets worse and worse, and then they go there and they're like, oh yeah, so we're doing some tests right now and adding some ads in the software. That was creepy. But it's all supposed to be like situational, so you know, whatever, you know, like environment you're in, the ads are going to be seamless. And then they're like, well, you could get rid of them if you upgrade to the new, what was it called? Rivermind Plus.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So it just continues to do that. And then like they end up rolling out an even more elite one. That's like, it starts off, what does she say? It's $300 a month. Rivermind Plus is $300 plus an additional $500 on top of it. And like he's just a construction worker and she's a teacher.
Right.
So like this is fucking killing them.
Right.
And then like another one eventually rolls out because she has to like, that's the other trade-off. She has to sleep longer than normal to like, basically they use her resting brain waves to give back to their servers. Yeah, so it's really, I really like how they kind of like tie that together. But yeah, then there's like a new mode or whatever that's even more expensive. It's like the Premium Plus or whatever shit. And it comes with an app that you can connect to your phone and you can like heighten your senses and shit. And yeah, it's wild. They rent like a trial of it for their anniversary, and he like cranks up her like pleasure sensitivity or whatever, and they fuck, and she's like really obnoxious about it, and he's like, okay, maybe take it down a little bit. She's like, no, don't touch it. Yeah, but then he like, they get really desperate to like keep it going and all this shit, and so he ends up doing this like kind of version of OnlyFans to support it, but it's like OnlyFans to the extreme where it's like, I'm sure this does exist. What is it called? It's called like Dumb Dummies. Really awful name within the canon of the story, but it's basically just this platform where like people pay you money to like hurt yourself or like embarrass yourself and shit?
There's a few different streaming sites that
do that.
Not on purpose, but they let their users get away with it.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll let you finish your thing, and then I'll tell you about one in particular that's about to go rot in a Korean jail.
Oh, shit.
For about 12 years at least.
Yeah, so he starts off by, like, doing, you know, simple, dumb things. Like, I can't remember. They don't show the first one, but he, like, has a black eye the next morning or whatever. He puts his tongue in a mouse trap. And then eventually, like...
How long are these episodes?
They're like an hour.
This is so much within an hour.
Yeah, it was long.
Damn.
Takes off his mask to get, like, even more money, and then he, like, finger bangs himself with this, like, dildo glove thing. It's like Freddy Krueger, but with dicks.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's insane. But then, like, this guy, he learned about it because this guy at the construction site doesn't work. He just watches Dumb Dummies all day on his phone. And that's how he kind of got the idea for it.
Right.
And he does it, and he goes to work the next day because he took his mask off, and everybody sees it because this dude, like, plasts his photo of him finger banging himself all over the like, break room and shit. And he comes out and he fucking gets in an altercation with this dude, and he ends up getting, like, run over by a steamroller. It's fucking sick.
Holy shit.
But yeah, it's a good. But yeah, that idea of that, I've even kind of ruminated on this, how, like, everything is as a service model. You know, eventually air conditioning in your car you're gonna have to pay a subscription to have, like, the basic functionality of your fucking car to work.
You basically already do with those Teslas.
Yeah.
Because, like, that, all the climate control stuff is tied to, like, the touch screens. And that's why you'll notice whenever it got cold here in Missouri this past winter, you didn't see any of the Cybertrucks around. And the big reason why is that when the temperatures get too cold, because they're made out in California, these people weren't smart enough to do proper climate tests on their vehicles. And so when they get too cold, if you don't have that stuff turned on, you can't turn it on. The touchscreens won't respond.
Yeah.
And so you can't just sit there and fucking leave it on because it'll just stay too fucking cold. And you can't turn the heat on, obviously, because it's all touchscreen. Like, that's why when it actually got cold, when people needed to have a truck, you didn't see any of those fucking things. Like, it would not surprise me if there was some stupid shit where they're like, pay X amount of money for our heated touch panels or some crap.
Right. Which was that they made that like a software update to, like, defrost the handle, because the handle, like, doesn't pop out. Yeah. Because it's all about, you have to get the idea to the consumer as quickly as possible. The whole, like, R&D phase is bare minimum just to make sure that it's, like, compliant with whatever, just, like, base level shit. There's no like real good full testing because they don't fucking really care about that. They just want to get the money. It's all about getting that capital as soon as possible. So if you can't get your product to fucking to consumer, like, as soon as product to market is what I mean to say. If you can't get your product to market, like, as quickly as possible, you're just sitting on money. You're losing money by the second. And it's more of that mentality than actually, like, creating a product that actually changes a fundamental problem. More or less, these products are creating a problem that then has to get patched later. That's essentially all this fucking AI hype is at this point. It's all, like, all the, you know, with Microsoft and Google shit being like, oh yeah, now you can, your job is so much more easier and swifter and quicker, and you can spend time doing more of what you want to do. It's like, what do I want to do? You're making all this stuff that I have to do purely because you think it's less than operational. Yet in a couple years, then you release this patch in the guise of AI or whatever to make a thing function the way it was supposed to in the first place. You couldn't have just made the thing work the first way the first go around. I don't know, man.
No, I'm right there with you. And a big problem is, like you said, the R&D and the Q&A phase. Like, I don't know about Apple, but I do know about Microsoft. And Microsoft laid off over 10 years ago their entire QA team because they just use user feedback now. So they just send shit out that breaks things constantly, and then they just wait for people to report it, and then they'll fix it. And then maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. Like, I hate that. I hate that at this point the consumer is essentially having to pay to fix your shit because they don't want to spend the time or the money to actually make it good right out the gate. And I will also say, I have yet to hear of anybody who has had to use AI in their job where AI was not a thing prior, and they outright say, oh yes, this made everything so much easier and so much more streamlined. Every single case that I have seen, and that includes my place of work and multiple friends' places of work who have tried to do this shit, each time they get this software and all it does is require them to do more work because they are having to fix all of the issues that the AI creates.
Mm-hmm.
And in one friend's case in particular, it's not just made their job more of a headache. There's a lot of things that they no longer can do because of the AI, because the AI is supposed to do it and it just doesn't.
Yeah. But don't worry, there's going to be an AI update to patch all those things out. You know, it's just a never-ending cycle of repeated crap so you can buy more. Same with this whole, this fucking Black Mirror episode. There's a new thing that you discover along the way that didn't exist at all the first time. But they're like, oh yeah, well, if you get this plan, then that's not going to be a thing anymore. Oh, okay, cool. But because everybody else uses it, I have to use it as well. Otherwise, I'm considered, behind the curve. That's all the fucking whatever spiels going on LinkedIn, because that's just a fucking echo chamber of the same bullshit over and over again. That sucks so much ass. I'm trying to change that by writing about other stuff that's not related at all that crap anymore. I just need to get away from marketing in general.
I honestly, I stay the fuck away from LinkedIn if I can help it.
No, I'm trying to use it to network with people
I understand.
right now.
I understand. It's just,
but yeah, it's
you know what? I'll keep my opinions to myself just to be safe, since you are trying to use it to network and stuff. I don't want to.
Oh no, it's totally fine. I will be, and I've been kind of blunt about it on the platform before. People aren't really writing anything of substance, and you can make that argument for every social media, right? You're just gaming, you're gaming the algorithm as much as possible. If you're that particular type of individual that uses LinkedIn as a tool like that, or Instagram or Twitter or whatever, Blueski, I'm still calling it Blueski, where you just keep writing to a theme or a topic over and over again. And I mean, even your posts, you're using AI to write these posts now, and AI again is just gonna take all these things and make an amalgamation of everybody else's bullet point kind of list thing, and it's recycled to the point of it's recycled to the point where you've what's that one post about a dinosaur and how it went from a dinosaur to a chicken, but then the chicken is now in the shape of a dinosaur in Dino Nuggies. Yeah. So the thing, you know what I mean? It's the thing that is recycled through the fucking evolution of it all is now closer to its original state once again.
Right. Yeah.
It really is. It's kind of like that.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about.
Right.
I forgot all about it until you said that, though.
Dinosaur becomes chicken. Chicken becomes dino nuggies. So yeah. I don't know. It's just it's wild. And you know, this is I'm not saying anything new in terms of my like anti-capital and consumerist standpoint. But I just it's interesting for me to ponder over all that stuff and think about how just fucked up it all is. Because don't you even have to pay like monthly for stuff like Nest and like those like digital thermostats and shit?
I don't actually know.
Yeah, we don't have
but it
one.
wouldn't surprise me. I mean, we're gonna go on a trip here next month, and we got one of those pet cameras.
Yeah,
you know, just to be able to keep an eye on the cats, because Courtney and I realized, like, shit, this will be the longest that we, both of us, have ever been apart from them. And like, yeah, we're gonna have a sitter come and like take care of them and all that stuff.
Sure.
But still, we're like, you know, we want to be able to check in on them and everything. It's a two-way street here. It's not just the cats being like, oh, they're gonna be gone. It's us too. And I think for us, this pet camera works pretty good, but it is a monthly subscription. And I don't know, I get it, but it's also kind of like, really?
Yep.
You know, like, I bought this camera, and it's not going to work at all unless I pay for you, even though I've already paid for the like, I don't know. It's
100%.
It's one of those things that just drives me kind of nuts.
I even like I'm so upset about. I think I'm actually just gonna bite the bullet and buy like a external solid state hard drive, because I keep thinking like especially with all the backups of the videos from our channel here and my other stuff. Like I've been putting a lot more backups of videos into my Google Drive, and I'm like, fuck, I'm running out of space real quickly here. And to upgrade, there's no in between. It's 100 gigs or jump to 1 terabyte.
Yeah.
And it's not an insignificant amount of money to make that jump.
No, and
it's still a monthly. It's either pay yearly or pay monthly, but it's still like you're roped into a as a service model. And I'm like, fuck, man, I can probably just get a solid state hard drive for like $200 at that point and just do that instead. And it's mine then too. Like that would be nice.
Yeah, and you won't have to suddenly, like, if you need something, have to suddenly pay.
Yeah.
Ooh, my controller's not doing good.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, yeah, we are really swinging here. All right, let's see what we can do. Let's do this. Probably make this one work at least. At least close enough. There's one of them down at least.
Oh, does it show you damage?
Yeah.
Of the creature?
It does, thankfully. Make it a little bit easier. It's that one up there that's giving me so. Oh my god!
Oh. Oh gosh.
Jesus H, I forgot. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about the iPhone is that, like, with the Android, if it realized that you were up and using it, you could just turn the alarm off like it would ask you. Stupid ass iPhone doesn't do that.
Mm.
And I've got those obnoxiously loud bells because I'm scared that if I put it on something quieter, it's not going to wake me up.
Yes.
That sure fucking does. Jesus H.
I got the one that's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I got my actual alarm clock that has like nothing but like, I don't know what do you call it? Like just like world music beats and stuff.
Yeah.
And it just like wakes me up with like this morning like water chime thing, but also it has like a fucking it's almost like a, what is that called, a shamisen, the stringed I can't remember if it's Japanese or Chinese. I think it's Japanese, but it looks like a guitar
about. I just can't
but
think
it's played
of it.
with like a big old pick thing. Yeah, it's like bing dong bang bing diddly ding bing dong bang dong bang diddly ding. It's fun. It's fun. You know, I wake up with that, some water, some birds chirping. It's beautiful, man. That's how you should live, you know. You go outside,
just chirp with some birds.
Chirp with some birds, man. Just like bark with your dog. Just bark at the moon, you know. Just
howl at the moon.
Hang out with your dog, you know. Hang out with your cats. You know, hang out with your goldfish. Take your goldfish for a walk. It's great, man.
Preferably not out of his bowl, then.
No. You put the bowl in a baby carriage. You just put the goldfish in there, but he'll love it. He'll love it, man.
He won't remember it, but he'll love it.
Just, you know, good point. Good point. Unless he's one of those big brain goldfish. You let him in a bigger tank. They can grow double, triple, or even 4 times their size. That's when I realized I was just a big old fish in a big pond. I was obsessed with that movie when I think it was like in 7th or 8th grade when it came out. Big Fish with Ewan McGregor.
Oh my God. You know, I've only really seen that movie once. It was in high school. It's for like an English class we watched it.
Yeah.
And yeah, I thought it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was okay.
I like Danny DeVito as a werewolf.
Yeah. 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 Ewan McGregor's like, Dad, you kind of fucking suck. And he's like, do I? And he's like, yeah, you kind of do. And then he's like, well, I'm going to die. And then Ewan McGregor's like, oh, I will make up a story about the fish. And then all of his friends show up at the end.
Yeah.
Ewan McGregor's like, oh, he wasn't lying.
That's all my friends.
That's
and yeah, Dr. Manhattan put his penis away and said, you know what, I'll wear regular clothes.
I'll wear regular clothes.
It's a shame that Steve Jobs died of lightning.
Who's Steve Jobs?
Lick my balls. Oh, I watched Sonic 3 with Rachel.
Yeah?
Last weekend, yeah. Because it was on Paramount. She was like, we can watch Sonic 3. I'm like, oh my God, yeah. And she's like, oh, really? I was like, yeah, you got to watch it. You got to watch it.
Courtney still won't watch 2 or 3 with me.
She laughed quite a few times. She did like it better than 2.
So there you go, Courtney. It's got an endorsement from Rachel. How can you not want to watch it?
Right? And you guys are Yellow Jackets buddies.
Yeah. We
guys watched last night?
Sure did.
Yeah, Rachel
totally hit up Rachel and like, let us know. It's crazy.
It's getting crazy.
This show is wild. All these goyles are insane.
Yeah. No return. No reason.
No Bofa.
No Bofa.
No Bofin D's. No Bofin Timer.
Bofin Timer?
How are we doing on time? You know what? I think we can riggedy wrap this one up.
Riggedy wiggedy wrap it up.
Riggedy wrap this up. Yeah, I think we'll call it. This was a little sampling of Prey.
Pray.
I hope you enjoyed it. Pray tell you'll come back. Oh.
Crisscross make you jump. Mac Daddy make you jump. They got the beat to make you jump.
Crisscross. Applesauce. Bye.
Bye.